She sings these words to me.
I don't say any words to you. Abby's down there. Oh, Scooby-Doo. Right. What's up everyone, I'm Holly and today I'm bringing you a wee story time, and this is something that happened to me in October 2016 on Halloween of all days.
This story describes Holly's daftness.
Yes, exactly that. Oh god, it's so awkward. Okay, so backstory, my art studio at university, I studied film, so I was in a fine art studio because the courses were merging, long story anyway. My desk was in front of a partition, and there was someone on the other side of me, like on the other side of the partition, and then it was the same like further down, and the entrance to the studio was in that corner way down there. So that was the only entrance, only exit. Okay everyone? So Emma, my friend, sat in this corner. So that desk, basically you could see the front door from that desk, and then there was another girl that sat behind me here. Okay, so Emma, she decided to make her desk into a fort. This is just so typical of art school, isn't it? So her desk, she basically put, I've got pictures, I'll put one up. She basically put cardboard around the legs of two of the sides, so then the desk was against the wall, and then where you sat was the other entrance, the other area of the desk. I'm not good at telling stories.
The outside, you couldn't see.
You couldn't see under this desk from
the
studio. Okay, so, and there was a tiny wee window Emma cut out of this, and she made a wee windowsill with a wee plant pot on it. Okay, just a wee funny point there for you. So this is where the story starts. That was just the wee additional thing that you need to know to like understand the story. That day, Halloween, there was a group critique for my group. And I think Lucy, my friend Lucy, was the only one that I knew in the group that day. And I decided that it was the second of the year, I think, and I decided that I wasn't prepared enough for this group crit, and I emailed my tutor the day before saying I'm sorry I can't make it in tomorrow. So it was going to be fine, I would just be at home working for the day. But I went to uni forgetting that I emailed my tutor saying that I wasn't going to be in that day, because I got up in the morning and I just went to uni and I thought, wait a sec, I said, oh, I wasn't meant to be here.
Well, you weren't even like Loki, you had a pumpkin on your top.
I was dressed to the nines for Halloween. Group critiques at my university anyway normally would be held in a room downstairs, and you would all sit around a big table with your sketchbooks and just like go around everybody, and you would like show your work, like what you've been up to in the past month or so. But this time, because we were so far into the semester, they decided, well, I went obviously into uni thinking, when I realised, I was like, I'm gonna have to not be seen today by anyone. Yeah. And then obviously they bring people round people's studios. So I was just sitting at my desk and I hear chitter chatter going on outside the door, and I was like, wait, please, please, hope to God that's not my group crit. And then they come in the door and I remember, yes, there is someone in my studio in that group. Ugh. So obviously you can't see me from the entrance to the studio. I'm behind a partition, right? So it wasn't obvious I was in there, and I was being silent so no one would hear me. Yeah, so Lucy was in that group and she like knew I was in that day. She was like, wait, Holly's not meant to be here, right? So she like looked back and was like, Holly.
But
like she like back she like was in the group and just kind of like walked back and was like, Holly. And then walked back forward again so nobody would notice that she was gone or like drawing attention to me. It was loud and I was like, oh my god, I could hear my lecturer's voice. Just like, disclaimer, I didn't do this often. I was an alright student, okay? I passed my degree, I've graduated, it's all fine now, okay? This is why I'm telling the story nearly 3 years later. I decided, right, I can't get caught. If my lecturer comes round this corner, like, and sees me, I mean, they wouldn't care that much, but like, because it's my own degree, it's my own fault if I don't pass, but yeah. I did anyway, you know. If I would have been so awkward if I was caught, like, it would have been bad. I decided to close my laptop, put it in my little cubby desk drawer thing next to my desk, close the door, and I put my bag under the table, put my coat under the table, and I got my earphones, my sketchbook, my pen, my phone, and I got on all fours and I crawled. I crawled to Emma's little house cubby desk. I crawled in there. I crawled in.
You were crawling about uni.
Yeah. I crawled. Oh, right.
Not even got to the funny bit yet.
Yeah, I know. So when I got there to the Emma's little desk, she had a cushion on her seat, and I took the cushion, I put it under the desk.
You were so prepared for like a panic moment.
What do you mean?
I'm surprised you didn't have snacks and everything.
I nearly did bring snacks, but I didn't think I was going to be in there for as long as I was, and I'll tell you at the end how long I was in there for. Right? So I got the cushion, put it on the floor, was just like leaning against, because there was like pipes. I couldn't lean against the wall, there was pipes against the wall. I pulled Emma's chair in so it didn't look like anybody was in that day or anything, like, you know. So pulled the chair in, and then I thought, right, okay, it's all fine, just wait it out. There's one person in the studio, it's only gonna be a couple minutes. And then I got a message off Lucy in the group chat being like, Holly, where did you go? She like looked back again and was like,
because there's only one door.
There's only one exit, and I would have had to have walked right past them, like, to get out of the door. So she was like, Ollie, where did you go? You've actually vanished. So I messaged saying, I'm in Emma's cubby. I'm in Emma's table. In her desk. Hiding, crouched down like this. Like, it was bad. That was quite a, it was a low point. I was hiding from my lecturer in a desk. Then finally the chitter chatter stopped, they all left, and it was about 5 seconds. This person who sat behind me at my desk entered the studio and sat down at her desk, and she was hardly in, so I can't remember her name or anything like that. So she sat down, and I couldn't randomly emerge from the desk, can I? So I'm still stuck in this desk, and out of the little window, the window is like in front of me when I'm leaning against this wall in the desk. The window's in front of me, I can see her foot through the window. And I can't just randomly emerge from this desk because she didn't see me go in. I was already in there when she sat down. So, and I was silent.
It's like you'd be coming out in Narnia or something.
She'd be like looking in like,
all this stuff. Like,
where's Mr. Tumnus? I had to wait her out. Like, when somebody comes into the studio, they're in there for a good couple hours. And I was hoping to God she wasn't going to be there for long. So I had to wait her out, and I was getting sore. Like, it was getting sore, so I had to stretch my legs. I tapped against one of the walls, and the wee plant pot, it was this size, it was in the top of it was a cap of a water bottle filled with a plant pot. I've got footage. And the wee plant pot wobbled, and I was like, oh my God. Can you imagine? If this girl was to drop her pen, she would have looked to her right, and she would have seen me through the wee window, sitting in there like, like, can you imagine? Can you imagine like how freaked out you'd be?
Horror film.
Yeah, like looking in a tiny wee window and being like, there's a girl in there. That would have been so awkward. So I was again killing time, sitting around waiting, like getting really bored now, like it's dragging on, and I hear people talking, and I hear them talking about this house desk that I'm in, and I'm like, oh my God, if they think no one's in there, they might come round and have a wee look in.
No way!
Yeah, so thankfully they did not, but I do have footage. You can hear them chattering in the background, and I was like, oh my God, please, if they look in here, they're gonna see me. So finally this girl left, and I was able to emerge from the desk, crawling on all fours again, and all was returned to normality. I got my laptop back out like nothing happened. Oh my god. So that is the story of me being an idiot at university when I should have...
Wait, how long were you in there?
I was in the desk all in all an hour and a half.
No, you weren't.
An hour and a half, Abby!
You were in there for about 20 minutes.
Hour and a half. It was painful. I didn't have snacks. I was starving. I hadn't had breakfast yet, and it was like past lunchtime. I didn't have any... Well, I mean, I did have snacks, and I could see it if I looked out the window that way. Like,
you were staring at the snacks.
I can see my packet of Watsons.
That is probably the most mental thing you've ever done.
Probably is.
Hiding from your lecturer in a cardboard box.
I
You
did.
call it that.
Well, I did that. I hid from my lecturer in a cardboard box. Hope you enjoyed that wee story time. Nightmare on earth. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed seeing this. Make sure to give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Me and Abby make the holiday well, me, Abby and Emily, we film travel vlogs and like other videos and things like that, and he's up straight posture, you know. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram if you really want to, and me and Abby, I want to add just now, me and Abby have a wee idea for like a mini series on this channel, and it's because we get asked a lot of questions about our Disney, Universal, Florida, Orlando vlogs, where we're going to do like recommendations and like things you need to try like snack wise at Disney, Universal and restaurants around Orlando and things like that, because we have been twice in the past 2 years, so like our vlogs, we have 2 vlog series if you want to go and watch them, and yeah, let us know down below. Peace to the stars, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.